Hello, welcome back to Feed the Beast. Infinity Evolved, I think is the total name. Kind of a stupid name, if we're being honest, but hey, I picked this pack basically at random because there were so many different options to pick from for Feed the Beast. This one seemed as good as any of the others, so it might be a bit old, but there's still plenty of in it to have fun with, in my opinion. I've done some stuff off screen, so I've increased the size of our tree farm. I think I tripled it, or just oh my god, we need to clean up all this. Okay, so yeah, you'll see the tree farm is much bigger. This is just going to allow us to sort of mass produce. Well, not really mass produce, but at a decent scale, charcoal to feed our mining robots. Eventually, we'll try to automate tree farming too. There's multiple ways to do that. That isn't really what we are focused on today, though. Today, I want to get a food situation going, some sort of like basic crops. Nothing too intricate. We'll do that later when we're more, when we have greater stability of and access to resources and stuff. Right now, we just need a consistent food supply. I think the trees should give us enough apples, even though they're oak trees. They give you apples. I've never really thought about that until this playthrough, to be honest with you. But hey, that's just the wacky world of Minecraft for you. I wonder if that'll be in the Minecraft movie. Probably will be. I'd put money on it. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to do is try to build a mining turtle. So let's see what the recipe is like. Okay, so we need a diamond pick and a turtle, which is a computer and a chest. Oh, well that's easy. Okay, let's just make one of these. So let's fry up some cobblestone in the air fryer and some sand to make some panes. Let's just make a whole stack of each, just because well, why not? Especially the sand. I'm actually kind of this location for a base is kind of growing on me. In the first video, I in passing called this a little hill, but I kind of like that as a name for the base. Like Little Hill. It's it's a little hill. And then there's a lot of flat land around it that I can build buildings on that will like specialize in different things. It's kind of a neat idea for a base location, in my opinion. So I think we're gonna stay here at least for now. You tend to spread out a lot in these mod packs, from what I remember, because you're like chasing resources and stuff. Um, Speaking of chasing resources, one of the other things I want to get done is I want to find rubber. I want to find rubber trees. That's going to be really important for us, and I haven't seen one yet, so we might have to do a bit of exploring too. But let's mess around with these turtles first. Should be enough, right? How do you make a pane? It's been a while since I've had to do this like that. Okay, and then some redstone. All right, so it was like that, that, and that. Boom, computer. Okay, and then what was some iron and a chest. All right, all right. Do we have any wood? Oh, that'd be silly if we have to go chop some trees down for this recipe because I turned it all into charcoal. But we're gonna need that charcoal shortly, so it doesn't really matter. I guess I might as well. Nope, nope, nope. Don't get sidetracked. Complete the thing we're working on. I really want to play around with these turtles. I want to load it with one stack of coal. Give it like a 10 by 10 square to mine down, and I want to see how far it gets. And then we can do some math to calculate, like, yeah, chest and iron. too easy. That, and then some iron, and then we need to make a diamond pick. It's a shame the diamond pick isn't going to be for us, but I think it will be well worth it because this thing doesn't wear out, so it kind of makes sense to shit. What? Oh, okay. Yeah. Duh. Turtle. Boom. Mining turtle. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then I think we need a chest for it to put stuff into. It's been a while since I've messed with these, and I never really did a lot. Like, I messed around with it like a couple months ago. But again, only briefly. And I don't know really how to use them. And now, if I remember correctly, it sort of acts like it goes forward and then to the right of where you place it, if that makes sense. So we're going to put it like here. And we're going to give it one stack of charcoal. Tell it to refuel. Programs. Excavate. 10. A 10 by 10 area. Oh, I have to put it in the actual excavate 10. And that should run. Okay. So now it's just gonna mine a 10 by 10 area until it either runs out of fuel or hits the bottom. I think I don't know what'll happen if it like runs out of fuel halfway down. I think I have to then just go get it. And if it gets full, does it come and put the stuff in the chest? I think that's how I've seen that done. But I've never gotten this far, even though this is like step 1. I just kind of looked at them and thought this was cool. But I want to mess around with these a bit more in the future. I've already been thinking about ways to like make it like harvest these trees, right? Like I could make it so that the chest is like here, and it like detects if there's a tree in front of it, and if there is, it goes into like an excavate program where it just digs, goes forward once, digs and goes up, digs and goes up. Does that like like 5 times, so that it like it'll get the whole tree, and then it just comes back down, goes back to the box, deposits it in the box, turns around, and then ends the program. Waits for another one. And if I can teach it how to like plant trees, if that's something it can do, then it could like plant the next tree and then exit its program. Wait for the next like tree to appear in front of it. You know what I mean? I think that's possible. Oh, that's cool. I've seen it in other videos, but there's just something better about it when it's your mining robot. I don't know. It's hard to explain. We're basically going to be constantly harvesting wood for a little while until we can automate this. I think there's other ways to automate tree farms other than the turtles. It's cool. it's cool to have a little robot you can program. Even if you're a shitty programmer, it's fun. Fun way to learn, I think. But you can see how this is going to be tedious until we automate it. That's why this is nowhere near the ideal source of fuel. It's just easy and sort of, it's good early game, I think, because it's just so easy to do this. I mean, easy is relative, right? Like, there's a lot of manual work to this, but eventually we'll move on to other things. But this is good for now. And this is the problem, right, about automating it. What do you do about these outlier trees that like aren't just a straight up stick? You know, my proposed solution for automating it would just go up a certain amount, then come back down and leave this, and eventually they would all be like this, and I have to come and like burn it. That's a little bit like, it's not fully automated because you have to check up on it from time to time and like clean it up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. maybe there's a better tree I could be using than the oak tree, one that's more uniform, doesn't doesn't have such a variety of shape to it. I mean, 90% of the time it's just these basic trees, so it should still work decently well, even the dumb program I'm thinking of. And then we go and we collect all of these saplings. I like to start from where I started so that they don't despawn on me, if that makes sense. Since these have been on the ground the longest, I want to pick them up first. Just trying to be efficient, you know? Yeah, and honestly, these apples are keeping us pretty stocked up on food. It's not an ideal solution. It's a lot of manual labor involved, but if we have to get the wood anyway, maybe we can subsist on these apples until we are on better footing to look into how all that agriculture stuff works. I'm interested in that greatly because the farming was always so basic in vanilla Minecraft. You know, like once you've made one auto farm, you've kind of made them all. All right, now we plant these. You can see how time consuming this is. How far has he gotten? Not bad, not bad. Getting to the rocks, getting to the good stuff. Still hasn't emptied it in the chest. I think when it gets full, it comes back, empties itself, goes back to where it was, and resumes its path. I think that's part of the built-in excavate program. I don't know what it does if it runs out of fuel. Is it smart enough to check its fuel level? And if it's below a certain threshold, it triggers a go home like function, or I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's the whole point of this experiment here. As for what we're gonna build first, I want to set up. Let me even see if this is even in this still. Okay, it is. I want to build a macerator line. This machine crushes your ore into powder, and then for each one ore that gets crushed in it, it turns into 2 powder. And then when you fire those powders in a furnace, each one of those turns into an ingot. So it's a way to turn all of your mined resources and basically take it and double it. It's really cool, and it's usually the first set of machines I get set up. Maybe an electric furnace first. That way we can just standardize everything on a power grid. Is that still how that works? Iron furnace, electric furnace, induction furnace, yeah, blast furnace. So one of these. So these are just simple machines with simple wires and stuff. But for that, we're going to need to find rubber trees to make the damn wires. Okay, yep, look. He's filling up the chest. Oh, and he's still got a ton of fuel left. This is it. This is the way to go. We can so our next step should be to find rubber. Maybe stabilize food if the apples thing doesn't work out, but I think it's working out fine. I think we'll build up a surplus by the next harvest of trees, so we should be good there. Oh, this is it. This is cool. Man, this is way cheaper than quarries. It's kind of more fiddly because you have to go and run all the commands on each one, but I think you can set them up with like wireless connectivity so you could run all this from a terminal. Oh man, you could have like a terminal like station at the top. Oh my god, this mod pack is so cool. There's so much stuff you could do. Like all that vanilla Minecraft is cool and all, and it's been great. The server I've been on has been really cool, but after a couple of years, how many kelp farms can you set up? How many trading halls can you set up? Alright, I'm debating on whether or not to go look for the rubber trees. Because I don't want to leave the radius of this thing. I don't know what it'll do if I unload the chunk and come back. and the chunk loads? Will it just resume where it left off, or will it be frozen? I'm kind of worried about that you need to be like near it. That'll probably be our next test. I'm just going to stick around here until it finishes this so that we get a clean test. Alright, I think it's got, yep, it's gotten to the levels where it started to pick up ore. Oh, look how much cobblestone it gives for. Oh, all we gotta do is mine trees and feed it this fuel, and it gets us all this. So I just had a thought. I don't think I've seen it deposit any coal. Well, okay, I guess we'll find out now because it almost certainly picked one up there. If it deposits some coal, because it might be using coal it finds to refuel itself, which is actually good. If it's okay, no, it does just deposit it. Okay, all right. Well, I had that question and then it just rose up and answered the exact question. All right, so the robot's still doing its thing. I've just been collecting the stuff it's putting in the chest and putting it away. We ran out of space in the cobblestone chest already, so we're gonna have to come up with a better storage solution here soon. But that shouldn't be too difficult. I've been thinking about how I want to use these mining robots, and I think what I'm gonna do, because if you look at the side walls here, right, you really only need to start the robot mining right about there, you know, because the rest of it's kind of just waste. So I think when it's done digging out this shaft, we're just going to make a little platform like right there across the entire thing, and then we'll just start it out excavating like, you know, on each of the four faces of this pit, starting at where that platform is going to be. I hope that makes sense. Uh, you'll see it soon enough. That's what we'll work on next. Well, that's what we'll work on after we do a test to see if it like loses its place if you unload the chunk. Because if you have to stay nearby it uh, the entire time, that is a huge limitation of using the turtle. But we can definitely work around it. Alright, I'm getting a little tired of waiting around for this robot, you know. So I'm gonna make a couple of these. I remember this from Tekkit. You use these to get rubber from rubber trees. Yeah, rubber is going to be important for making a lot of the machines that we're going to want to delve into. So we have to find rubber trees. Preferably, we want to get some rubber resin from them using these taps. But then I think we're also going to collect the trees and try to get their saplings because we're going to want to try to grow them closer to us. I should put down a waypoint right there. How do I do that? Name, Little Hill. Save. There. Now we have a waypoint, so we won't get lost. Yeah. So let's go find some of these rubber trees, bring them home, and then that should close out the episode. Not quite as long as the first one. Whoa, these are very blue. These are almost impossibly blue. We're going to need some of this stuff anyway for paper and stuff later, so I might as well collect it now. See, we're already finding cool stuff that we need. It's worth exploring further than 100 blocks west of where you spawned, right? Who would have thought? Whoa, what's that? There's like a massive crater on the map. Whoa. Is it really a crater? Oh my god, it's a crater. It's an impact crater. Well, let's get all this free iron while we're here. We might as well. Can't stop mining. We'll check out the crater too. Do I try to mine it? Not harvestable. Can I go inside of it? What if I touch it? Weird. A lot of desert in this world. Whoa, what's that? There's a floating rectangle. Oh, that looks dangerous. Are those like Grim Reapers or some shit? Oh, there's some cult shit going on over here. Oh my god, they have a Wicker Man. Oh, I'm a fucking not. I'm just gonna not. Oh, they're looking at me. Let's hide behind this fucking sand, dude. Take a peek. Is he still looking over here? Yeah, he is. Alright. I'll leave you be. Oh, he's got a fucking glowing sword. Okay. Back to Little Hill. We weren't ready for this. I just want to find some rubber. Make some cool wires. You know? Or is this just the village? Okay, we got a village. I'm definitely gonna take a bunch of their crops. Whoa, that lag. I upped the render distance. That might have been a mistake. This computer's ancient. But it's getting the job done, more or less. You know? Yeah. Decent village, too. Really cool. Whoa! Okay. Oh, they're shooting. Okay, bronze sword, iron pick, thaumium, unknown dimlet. Oh, we found one of the cultists' house. Alright, I guess we'll just hang out in here. I didn't think this through. I thought we would be back by now. For some reason in my mind, this went, I leave, I immediately find rubber trees, I come back. And I didn't think anything past that. It's too much. Too much power. Okay, let's just book it home. What could go wrong? We've spent this entire episode waiting around for shit. Let's do something exciting. Okay, we're getting there. We're almost there. I can see the light. Maybe we just head south instead, and we just see what's over there. We've tried west. We've tried a bit north just now. We know from the east, yeah, that it's just more desert. So south it is. Yeah, see, he's not moving. He's just stuck down there. So when you unload him, he doesn't, it doesn't know to, like, load the program. I was afraid of that. I think you can add, like, wireless communication to it, and then you can, like, tell it to run another excavation. Oh my god, a bunch of hobgoblins. Hi, guys. These guys are chill. There's plenty of it, too. I might use this as a primary ingredient in my base when we get around to actually building stuff. Oh, what's this? What's this? Resonating hive. Alright. We are surrounded by desert. Because we're also kind of looking for a place to set up shop. It's not too late for us to move yet. You know, we don't have too much stuff that we... it might even be a blessing to just, like, leave all that cobblestone behind and set up shop somewhere nicer. Well, frick, guys. Raw rubber... Oh, they changed this. It used to be rubber resin and such. Oh, no, it's called sticky resin. Okay. Propolis or amber comb in a centrifuge. What? Okay. So eucalyptus is not rubber. Wow. More desert. We are fucking surrounded by a huge desert. Like, look at this. Oh, that's not the right key. Little hill. Desert. 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 I guess north was our best bet. Because I do not feel like we've gotten a lot done recently. We've watched a robot dig a hole. I guess we chopped a bunch of trees and shit down. And we've explored our surroundings. That's not nothing. For instance, we now know there's a fucking castle over here. What the hell? Oh man, I could have walked right past a bunch of rubber trees and not noticed. I was not paying attention. I was mesmerized by the construction quality of this fine castle. And what a location, too. No keep out sign. Hello? Anyone here? Sounds like it. Are you guys evil? Anyone here evil? Are you evil? Oh, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh, is he outside? He's waiting for me. Okay. I just pushed him off. Is that him? Oh, he's going to tell everybody. He's getting his friends. Okay. Let's book it home. Alright, before we head back out to look for this friggin' rubber tree and stuff, we should make like I think it's called a sleeping bag. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sleeping bag. So it's 4 regular wool, 4 carpet. How do we make carpet? Good question. Like so. So we need 1 more. Oh, no, that wasn't it. Okay, and then like that, and then like this. Perfect. Now this should allow us to... You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. What about over here? Okay. You just right click on the ground with it. You sleep, but it doesn't reset your spawn. So that should help us tremendously. Wow. Oh, I should not have opened that. Then the other thing we want to do, I'm going to... Where's some wood? Oh god, let's close the door. Just making another chest to throw shit in. We're gonna have to really consolidate stuff and reorganize everything, but for now I'm just going to place shit all over the place. Because ooh, let's cook that and bring that with us. Yeah, why not? We're gonna actually be a bit more prepared this time, because I've just kind of been like running out there without planning or preparing, and that really isn't a recipe for success. So let's get some armor because we can afford it, especially since we have those mining turtles for when we get back. Because I've been thinking about how I want to use them as well, and I think instead of starting it in that pit or whatever, I'm gonna go down into the mine. I'm gonna go above slightly, just slightly above diamond level, and then I'm gonna give it an area of like 25 by 25. That way, it's digging like a bunch of the area, and hopefully it finds a bunch of diamonds, so we can bootstrap one turtle into many turtle, and then I can launch them all off of like a single platform underground and just AFK for a little bit. And Yeah, then we should have a bunch of resources. We have to be careful doing that because we won't get any copper doing that. So we'll have to remember to also like set some up at like copper level. Let's just wait for that to finish, and then we can. It doesn't really matter when we set off because we have a sleeping bag. So nice. We are now ready for. Uh, yeah, the next expedition. Doing it actually right this time. And if we look at the map, it looks like the best bet we're gonna have is gonna be north up here, up there. So we're gonna head north up to the village, and then from there, I guess we'll head north. Let's head east to see if the uh, fucking desert extends up there that way, because that'll be good to know. And if it does, then we'll just head northwest from the village, and we'll see if the desert is that direction. And if it is in all of those directions, we are officially completely surrounded by desert. You know, this tiny little hill in the middle of an oasis of a massive desert. I don't know. There's something cool to that. Willowwood. Oh, I should have brought an axe, because the whole point is to find a tree. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so we're back at the village. There's another one of those floating islands I don't think I commented on last time. And there's one of these greenhouses for us to copy how it sets plants up, because I don't know how those mods work. And now we head northeast from the village and hope we find some rubber, because this is really holding us back. Once we have rubber and a decent like supply of rubber, uh, we should be good. But that can take a little while because to use rubber wood, you have to build a machine. I think it's called an extractor. I'm unclear if that's true. Extractor. Yeah, I think this creates rubber resin from rubber wood, rubber tree wood. Another floating thing. Are there cultists? Are there? Oh my god, there's fucking cultists everywhere over here. In an ominous cave. Oh wow. Look at all these guys. Maybe I should just set my base up here. It's still not too late to move yet. But we are rapidly approaching a point where it will be too inconvenient to move. But, so like, a spawn is like around here, I think. So we're like directly north of spawn. Let's just head straight east. Because it looks like this hits an ocean. Okay. This looks promising-ish. It's more... What's it called? Where do acacias live? We'll find out in a second. I'm just drawing a blank. Savannah. That's where they live. I think we've seen 3 biomes this entire playthrough so far. Oh. Yep. Luckily the guards didn't see me. So this is the 3rd set of cultists we've found. Eventually we're just going to come back and deal with these guys, but we do not... That is not in our mission statement right now. Let's find a nice light place in this village, set up our sleeping bag, and go from there. Oh, you fucker. Find a nice place to set up. In here? In here looks good. Oh. Pile of ashes. Bread. We're gonna take the bread and we'll take the armor. Fall asleep here, just in some random guy's shop. It's fine. Where do we even go from here? I guess we just keep heading, like, north. Carrots. These are normal carrots, not the... Oh, no, potatoes. Okay, cool. Now we have all the vanilla food that we could ever want. So it hasn't been a total loss. I'll probably check on... Ooh, okay, let's see what's in this building. This is new. Wooden storage crates. Whoa. Lead. Engineer's blueprint. Buckshot cartridge. Okay. What? Currently harvestable. They're like presents. They're like wrapped up for Christmas. That's pretty cool. What is that? Engineer's hammer. Aluminum, iron, mechanical component. I like these little gift boxes though. No way. Oh! Oh, you can't nest them. That would have been funny. Uh-oh. He's back. Hi. Just taking your stuff. Don't worry about it. Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, do we cross the water here and go over there? I'm gonna say yes, because it looks like this does connect up back where we were before. Which is good. Let's cross over. Another Sky Island. They're not nearly as rare as I initially thought they were. Whoa. Water feels different to what I'm used to. Oh, rubberwood! Rubberwood! I've probably passed a bunch of these. These do not look the same as I remember them looking. Okay, okay. Now we see if there's any rubber resin spots. Okay, there is not. Let us chop. Oh, there's more over there. Okay, we found some. This is good. This is all I wanted to do. Now this episode doesn't feel like we accomplished so little. Rubber sapling. Perfect. 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 We're going to craft an axe. Not a very good one, but it'll have to do. We're going to make two of them. I should have brought an axe. That was stupid. We need to plan our tools better before leaving on our excursions in the future. Oh, interesting. It's giving us raw rubber. This might be a different type of rubber tree than I'm used to. Actually, this might be a different. This is from Mine Factory Reloaded. What? Rubber. Rubberwood Industrial Craft 2. Rubberwood mine. Okay. So we found the wrong kind of fucking rubber. Oh, no, but we can put it in an extractor still. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This isn't what I'm used to, but this will work. Basically the same way. So this will do. This should still work fine. Okay, that's good. At the very least, we've accomplished what we set out to do on this tiny little island. I kind of like this island. I love building bases on islands. Oh, this is like the perfect size. Build a boat. What? Okay. Sure. Didn't like that boat anyway. Very strange. Oh, this feels weird. The boats feel weird. There's some non-vanilla shenanigans going on with this boat. Alright, now let's just follow the coast. Whoa, yeah, it's... Oh, it turns where you're looking. Okay. Do we see any rubber trees on this island? Hmm. It might be worth getting out to check. This looks like a contender. Because if we can get both versions, then we can compare which one's easier to raise. Yeah, we need to use our sleeping bag anyway. Might as well check this place out while we're here. Oak. Oak, oak, oak. Oh, oh, that's what I recognize. Hold on. We might have found the other type of rubber tree as well. Birch. Let's get some birch too. That way we have various different types of wood that we can use for building and stuff. Let's just get one sapling. Oh, perfect. 2 saplings. Okay, now if my eyes don't deceive me, I think these are the rubber trees we're looking for. They should have little nodules on them. They are. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so we found both types of rubber trees. That is fine by me. Some resin. Boop. Nice. Looks like that's the only little nodules, so let's cut it down so we can get some saplings from it. Not to mention the wood itself that we can use in an extractor. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Now we can finally get started on the cool parts. Building some machines. Do I just set it up by the other trees? Or does it get its own place? Because we're going to want to make a lot of this too. Eventually we'll automate all this tree stuff. I can't be the first person in this mod pack to want to automate cutting trees down. There's got to be a way to do it that isn't too hacky, like what I was planning with the, you know, friggin' bots. Okay, let us plant this stuff over here. Or where should I want to get these planted here. Let's just do it. Let's just plant all this. Fuck it. We just need to store up a bunch of saplings. And we'll do both types. Just to keep it real, you know. But our little base is coming together now. A lot of manual stuff still. We're still doing a lot of stuff by hand. But these rubber trees are our ticket into the future. Plant the rest of these. Like right there. Cool. Alright, so now we have a bunch of rubber trees going. We're going to chop all these down for their seeds later, and then we'll make an actual, more organized place like this, but with the rubber trees. Yeah, but that's it for this episode. So what did we accomplish? We got our first mining turtle. We tested it. We know how it works. We got rubber. We know how that works now. We got this cool sleeping bag, which doesn't reset your spawn when you use it, which is really cool and useful. It'll be great for our scouting missions and stuff in the future. Let's just put it in here for now, though. And then, is there a wood chest? Oh, and we got these cool crates. Let's throw all the rubber in there for now. Let's just throw all this in here. Get our inventory back. Yeah, we got these cool crates that you can store stuff in. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. That's going to help us out a lot in the future, I think. Right now, I'm just throwing all this stuff where it belongs. And then, yeah, then we're going to call the episode. It's been a real one. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.